Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another spotlight of a cool company here in Kentucky on Built in the Bluegrass. We are here with Sean Lucen, the CEO of PDS Optical, based out of Louisville, Kentucky, exactly where we are. And we're going to talk a little bit about them and their product and their mission and what all they're getting into these days. Sean, how are you? How's it been going?
I'm doing good, Tom. It's a pleasure to be on the call here with you.
Yeah, the PDS Optical is a new name for me. I think I saw that you all joined the Kentucky Association of Manufacturers maybe not that long ago. So I wasn't aware fully about your company, but give us a little bit of how it got started and
Yeah,
kind of what the mission is behind it.
happy to. We have kind of an interesting startup. I'll try to give the short, long history of it here. We're a veteran-owned, multi-generation now, family-owned company. I've stepped into the role 3 years ago as CEO at PDS. We're called PDS Consultants then, and then we rebranded to PDS Optical just because it has more of a ring to what we do each and every day. And then we've been around for over 25 years. My father and uncle were the ones that started it up back then. Actually, my uncle started up, then my father got in later on. And so what we do is we manufacture, we make prescription eyeglasses. And so we do that in our we have two labs, two optical labs. Our biggest one is in Louisville, Kentucky, there on Bishop Lane, and so we make a lot of eyeglasses there. We have another one in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, as well too. And so just getting back to the history of the company, my uncle and father started up bidding on government contracts, eyeglass contracts for VA hospitals. So VA hospitals is our primary customer, and so veterans are our primary customer there. And so they grew, from one contract to two to three, and then it's slowly there. And then eventually in 2019, they acquired a company called Correct Optical, which was the lab out of Louisville. And so then, it was the merging of the two companies there together now. And so my father was in his 70s at the time, trying to look at the succession planning and talking about bringing me into the company. I was in the Army, got out of the military, and then worked in corporate America for 15 years or so. They approached me and said, "Hey, we got a good thing going here." And as I learned more and more about it and what our mission is, which I'll share with you in a minute, I just was very impressed with what we have. And so like I said, I stepped in 3 years ago to run the organization. We got a great company. And so our mission, which I tell our people every day, is we provide high quality, affordable eyewear for our nation's veterans. And as a veteran myself, I'm very proud to do that. And so that's kind of the who we are. And, we do a lot of, it's pretty cool. Like when I first stepped into the lab 4 or 5 years ago, I don't know if you wear eyeglasses, Tom, or if you like it.
Supposed to,
Okay. So there's a lot that goes into it, like I've got mine here. I'm not wearing them for the interview, but it's impressive. Like we have a fully automated lab, what we're doing, and it's just really impressive what we're doing. And so each person's vision's unique to themselves too. So it's a custom product that we're making there too. So that's kind of who we are, and our mission. And again, I'm very proud of what we do.
yeah, that's super awesome. Let's go into the product that was nominated.
Yeah.
It's like as you said, it's the one thing that you all really make. It's the prescription glasses for veterans, is what it's officially called on the Coolest Thing Made in Kentucky website. How does that exactly work? You said the VA is
Yep.
mainly the customer, so I'm guessing the veteran goes to the VA, gets their eyes checked, and then they send the prescription to you all. You make
Yeah.
the glasses, and then you ship
Yeah.
it back.
That's pretty much it. So like on a bigger scale from there too, it's the VA will submit requests for proposals, and we'll bid on those. And when we win the contract, we have a large portion. So we are actually largest provider of eye care to the VA hospitals, the nation's veterans out there in the country. So we've got,
Okay.
it's impressive. We have one of the largest privately owned optical labs in the country as well, too. So the VA will submit an RFP for that. We've been successful in bidding and winning a lot of those contracts. We're operating in 40 different states right now. And so, yes, like you said, a veteran will go into the VA hospital, wherever they are living. They'll meet with the optometrist, and so that's the doctor that tells them their eye health, and they'll do the checks on them, and then they'll give them their prescription. Then they'll move down to the optical retail store in the hospital there, and then they'll meet with the optician. So we actually have opticians that work for us too. We have about over 300 opticians that work for our company, and those are the I call them our boots on the ground. They're the people interacting with the veterans each day, trying to put a smile on their face, talking to them, and giving them the care that they need for their eye care. And so yeah, a veteran picks out the glasses they want. The order comes through us into our data entry team, and then from there it goes through the whole process of that prescriptions getting put into those eyeglasses that veteran selected, and then it gets shipped to their home usually, and that's sort of the process.
And you said this is pretty custom. Do you guys
Yeah.
make do you guys make stuff that, if somebody doesn't have the craziest situation, I guess, with their vision, you have pre-selected, lenses or whatever, you just pop them into the frames that's selected too?
Yeah, if there's like something like, but it is unique. Like it's funny. Like coming into this industry cold from like 4 or 5 years ago, you didn't realize that each individual's uniqueness to their eye vision there too. So not everybody has the same eye vision there too. So, but we do all sorts of prescriptions and lenses there for veterans out there, and like I mentioned, we're proud to do that. It's as a veteran myself, the end user, it's great. Like I constantly try to remind our team of like, hey, where these eyeglasses are going to, and it's to serve, to help a veteran that bravely fought for our country.
It's awesome. Do
Yeah.
you may not know this, but is there any direct cost to the veteran, or is this just directly through their VA benefits and it covers it?
Good question. So there's typically no direct cost to veterans. So like if I'm a veteran, I just want to get whatever the contract frame is, and it's paid for there. And so stepping back from that too, not all veterans qualify for free eyeglasses. You have to have some type of they call it service connected disability to qualify, and then obviously be registered within the VA health system there too. So and just unfortunately, like myself, I'm a service connected veteran with some disability. Just the nature of the beast, the past 20, 30, whatever plus years of being in the military, you do pick up some disability there. Especially with the wars in the OIF and OEF there.
Gotcha.
But then to back on, so then veterans can also actually, if they want to get a higher premium frame or a second pair or some sunglasses, they do have the option to select those there, and conveniently select that in the optical shop there, and veterans are pretty happy about having that ability to buy a second pair of glasses or a nicer frame that's not covered by the VA. But the VA does a great job of providing great eye care for veterans.
Yeah, that's awesome. You can
Yeah,
get the base pair, but if you want some bells and whistles, that's on you.
exactly. Well said, Tom. Yep.
Yep, I completely understand that. Well, shout out. Don't want to take up too much of your time here. Is there anything else that you want to add about PDS Optical and the possibly the product or where you're heading in the next couple years? You're the CEO. You
Uh,
have the vision, right?
I've got the vision. Yes. No, we're proud of what we're doing. We're constantly challenging our team to get better and better around the margins there, and just try to, how can we improve that veteran experience there, put that smile on the veteran when they're interacting with them. How can we improve our delivery times? So we're in the manufacturing piece, but we're also in like the servicing piece there too. So we're kind of unique in that regard. And so we've got great people. We're proud of what we do. I know we didn't win in the coolest thing in Kentucky this
Yeah.
year, but we'll be back. Don't you worry there. So
That's good. That's good. We'll do this again next year. Hopefully,
yeah,
we'll get it done a little bit sooner than when the tournament starts, and
that's all right.
maybe people will watch this and they will know that your all's business here is really cool, and they'll vote for you.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you.
yeah, you're very welcome. Where can they find you all if
Yeah.
somebody wants to look up your products or get involved with you all in some form or fashion? Or
So I'm on LinkedIn. So Sean Lucen at SeanLoosen on LinkedIn. You can find me there. And then we have a website, www.PDS Optical, and we can be reached there. And again, we're in Louisville. That's about it. Yeah.
all right, Sean, thank you. I appreciate your time. And again, this has been Built in the Bluegrass. My name is Tom Lawson. I am the host here and the executive producer, one man show, I guess you could call it. But this has been another spotlight for PDS Optical in the Coolest Thing Made in Kentucky tournament presented by Kentucky Farm Bureau. Sean, I appreciate your time, and it's kind of scary out in my neck of the woods here, but stay safe, and I'm sure we'll chat again.
Stay safe. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Built in the Bluegrass. We hope you're leaving this episode with a better understanding of the cool stuff made in Kentucky. If you haven't done so already, make sure you're subscribed to the show. This way you'll get notified as new episodes become available. Until next time.